It was really breathtaking, arriving on the first set when shooting in the studios because they were just so huge and incredible.
The great houses fight for control. Now is the time.
How would you describe the aesthetics aspect of the show in relation to what we've seen on the movies? Would you say that the goal was to kind of separate the show from Denis' work, or rather build and expand on what we've seen so far?
I would say build and expand. I mean, we love the grounded elegance of Denis' filmmaking, obviously, and very much wanted to create a similar world where you would feel immersed and you would feel like you could be in a real place and imagine a real future. And at the same time, we were on planets that the films have never touched.
It was really breathtaking, arriving on the first set when shooting in the studios because they were just so huge and incredible. I mean, they really kind of made me think of the Ken Adams sets for Doctor Strangelove or The Last Emperor.
You know, what Salusa Secundus looked like in our time period, what Wallach 9 is, what is Lankerville.
The design was just absolutely extraordinary, and I think it really helped us as actors because there is something about, for example, the throne room that feels, I mean, the throne room feels as if it's a real political arena. And, you know, it feels as if, you know, you're on display, and it is a kind of theater.
These were, you know, fresh canvases for us to try and realize in such a way that they would be in keeping, that you would feel like you could watch the films or you could watch the television show, and that there'd be a sense of exploring Dune with some continuity.
I think, you know, that works because so much of the Emperor and the Empress's role is about, you know, playing these public figures. And for Natalya, it's really about, you know, working the sort of architecture of power that exists in the throne room. So that for me, you know, was really interesting and pretty breathtaking to see. And I think that what's consistent in the series is that the bar is set so high.
But, you know, we're separate, that he's doing his own thing. And while we're in the universe, we were very much trying to discover and unlock new worlds.
You know, obviously with Jordan Goldberg, you know, and his work on the Christopher Nolan films and Alison, our showrunner, you know, the level of craft that has gone into this series makes it truly cinematic, you know, and is really on a par with the design of the films that we've seen with David Lynch and de Villeneuve and some. So I think it's going to be a real treat for people, and it felt like a real privilege for me to step into that world.